San Juan Center, Executive Eagle 5517. We're just a little bit late getting down to 11,000 at Vedas, but we are just about there.
Eagle 5517, that's totally fine, so you can expect the ILS running 10.
Roger. Can I actually get the RNAV 10 vectors for the RNAV of Executive Eagle 5517?
Sure, you can expect the RNAV runway 10 approach.
Roger. Expect the RNAV 10 Executive Eagle 5517. All right, folks, we are heading down into we're heading down into San Juan here.
364, you check. Going Street 54, channel center, 2555.
And we're just gonna see now how the ATR handles an RNAV approach here. Should be interesting. We're on VATSIM. We've got a controller. Beautiful night. I am using the Holy Grail settings, DLDSR 2.25. Haven't used it in forever. I turned it on for a video I did the other day, and I was like blown away. It's just how good it looked. So let's do the checklist here. FWS recall, landing elevation. Let's do our nav and performance here. Runway, and it's let's see, what do we have? Alright, we've got 070 at 3 degrees. 070 slash, or was that right? Probably not. 070 at 13 knots. 070 at 13 knots. It's gonna maintain 6,000. Executive Eagle 5517. Just a gorgeous night. Look at this. Alright, 0703 QNH. Let's see here. QNH is gonna be 015. Alright. So, decision height. Is 408. So let's see. This is not working here.
Executive Eagle 5517, turn left heading 300 vectors for the approach.
Left heading 300 vectors, RNAV 10, Executive Eagle 5517. Alright, now set that. Alright, arrival briefing. RNAV approach, we do not have to set any. Do not have to set any,
November 2306 San Juan.
San Juan Center, November 2306.
don't have to set any radios.
306, I never gave you takeoff plans, sir.
Class of intercept is Ramsey at 1500. Minimums are 408.
306, frequency change.
Airport elevation is 0. Miss approach climb 500. Left turn direct DD.
November 2306, frequency change approved.
So
We change from November 2306. Thank you.
we should be pretty good. I'm gonna start coming back here a little bit, about 170 on the speed. Okay, seatbelt signs are on. Slow down a little bit. I don't want to slow down too much until he gives me an authorization.
Eagle 5517, that's going to maintain 3000.
So to maintain 3000, Executive Eagle 5517.
American 2694, New York, offline, radar service terminated, good night. American 2694, New York, offline, radar service terminated, good night.
Okay, there's flap 15. Okay. Shallow out this descent here a little bit.
Eagle 5517, proceed direct tuna cross tuna at or above 2,300, clear for the RNAV runway 10 approach.
Alright, direct tenor at above 2,300, cleared RNAV 10, Executive Eagle 5517. Alright, we're in VNAV path mode. We're also about to stall. Alright, VFP mode is in the backup. Keep this at 2300 for now. Alright, about 140 knots, we're pretty happy. You can see runway 10 right there. It's the rightward of the two runways. Final approach course looking clear. And we make our right turn here onto final. Again, letting the airplane do the work. The whole idea, make sure we're trying to see whether this thing can handle the RNAV approach. Get down to 1500 now. That speed back here a little bit. Ramsey's 5 miles. Well, Ramsey's 4.5, so. It's 2,500. We'll go gear down. Go flaps full. Keep just enough power to keep that arrow, that trend arrow right there at the
Executive Eagle
speed.
5517, wind 09 at 8, runway 10, clear to land.
Clear to land 10, Executive Eagle 5517. And VFP is captured. So we're going to drop this down to 400 here. So far so good. I've flown these RNAV approaches into San Juan many times. Well, tried many times. It has generally not worked real well. Alright, gear down, 3 green flaps are set. Power management to take off. We are good to go. Just coming up on Ramsey right now, and we're just crossed it. And we'll continue on down. That's a little bit off. It shouldn't do that. It should calculate it to cross right at 1500, but that technically is glide slope intercept on this approach, so now it's calling for 600, so I'll just dial that up just a little bit. Missed approach altitude, or decision height rather, is 408, so bring a little bit of power out. So 1100 for 400. I'm leaving the autopilot on because that's the whole point. 1000 for 400. Little bit of power. 2 white, 2 red. I don't know if that's coincident with the glide path or not. 800 for 400. Speed's good. 700 for 400. You don't realize how low you are on approaches until you do this visually. I mean, you're at 600 feet right now. Wait till you get down to 400 feet. You start getting nervous. And that's not even minimum. Well, it is minimums, but alright, so 500 for 400. A little bit right of course, which is the same we were in the ILS the other day, but
minimum.
I'm trying to hold right where that pitch attitude was. Never want to change your pitch attitude when you kick the autopilot off. It should be correct. So just hold your pitch attitude, hold your airspeed, hold your power. Shouldn't change anything. The airplane should just continue doing what it's doing. Little bit of power out. Little bit more power out. Pitch attitude is just fine.
30,
Round it out.
10.
Not too bad. A little bit jerky on the the round out, but it's all right.
Next day, Eagle 5517, contact ground point 9 tonight.
Ground point 9, thanks a lot for your help, Executive Eagle 5517. And ground point 9, what he means is hold on, first things first. We're gonna get clear the runway here. And alright, we'll clear the runway. Come to a stop. 1219er. Whenever you hear ground point 9er, it's 121 point whatever. So San Juan ground, good evening, Executive Eagle 5517. We are clear on Hotel 4. Looking to taxi to November 1.
5517 San Juan ground, taxi parking via Lima, November 3, November 1.
Hi, taxi via Hotel Lima, November 1 for Executive Eagle 5517. I wrote it down, but I wrote it over top of something else, so I couldn't read it. So, yeah, that was a smashing success on the, approach. So, I mean, my biggest issues with the airplane were that it couldn't fly ILS approaches and couldn't fly RNAV approaches. Well, it can fly both. And flaps up. Trims 3 axes. Trims 3 green, rather. Man, never turned it off. Don't have to worry about turning it on. Or never turned it on, don't have to worry about turning it off, rather. It's pretty bad. So the verdict is clear. It can fly ILS approaches, it can fly RNAV approaches, and the lights do not work. Other than that, it's absolutely awesome. And the Holy Grail settings are, I don't know why I ever stopped using it. Just absolutely brilliant. So I won't bore you guys with parking and shutdown. Just let you be here, and we'll talk soon.